Chuck here, Hillbilly Half Acre Homestead. We're just doing a little last minute looking over some rabbits here. Got about a week to go coming up to the rabbit show, and some of this fur I'm pretty sure is going to improve, but we're just taking a look at them, trying to kind of make a last minute decision on who we're going to go with and who we're not. Just like to myself, I just like to be sure, you know, you haul a rabbit that distance and what have you. I just want to make sure that it's going to be ready, and that we don't have any problems with anything condition related on the rabbit. I think this is going to improve. I don't know, it looks like it may have gotten. This is not, I'm not wholly happy with the condition of this fur along the sides here, but you know, I'm happy enough with this type that I think we may still end up going with some of these. It's either, I pretty well, there she is. Got her a little over tucked there in the feet, but there she is. Looks really nice. I mean, you know, at my experience level, I don't find much wrong with this rabbit, other than the fur. You know, but this up here, this fur texture, the fur is nice and dense. This texture is great. I like it. I'm really happy with that. These guys are just they're just about between 3 and 4 months old, and they're starting to come into their fur, or the mature fur, getting rid of all that baby fur, and they're still working on some of it. And this is a little chocolate out of Tag and Hershey, TH 472. And this one I believe is going to go to the show. Really happy with the way she looks. I'm hoping, you know, it's probably quite a bit to ask for in a week, but I'm hoping some of this fur along the sides improves some, but you know, it happens. With the protein and the feed and what have you that we're putting to them at this point, there's a good possibility that a lot of that can be blown out and grown back in at a rather alarming rate, but I'm not going to hold my breath. We're just going to take, and you know, anything non-fur related, I would be interested in getting comments on anyway. So even if she doesn't do well, I would like to get some judges' comments on her. And so that's what we're going to do. It's called getting a $3 opinion. We'll let the judge decide, or let the judge give us his opinion, and then we will you know, kind of go from there. What we want to do, if we want to go further in showing this animal, or if we want to breed her, or whatever we want to do. You know, it's just the judge kind of helps us make up our mind for, you know, our final decision sometimes. Out of about 16 or 18 rabbits, I've narrowed it down of the blacks, and this one chocolate, and then there was a whole bunch of blacks. I've narrowed it down to this chocolate and one doe. I did have 2 black does, and I decided that one of them I didn't want to go with, and I put it up for sale. I've got one that I'm going to show you here in just a second. The buck that I had held back, the black. I'm not going to go with him. He too is up for sale. So anyway, this one right here, for the time being, this one's going to stick around here, and she's going to, if nothing drastically changes between now and this coming Saturday, she's going to load up. She's going to go to the rabbit show with us. I'll be right back. And I don't have a scale out here, just so everybody knows. You know, I'm taking a look at them and what have you. And I am going to taking a look at everybody, you know. But the final go no go is going to be putting them on the scale, and I don't have the scale out here. And this will be done. That will be done sometime this week. We want them somewhere. These being does, they cannot go over 4.5 pounds. So we want them somewhere in between 4 and 4.5. Actually, ideally about 4 1/4 pounds, or 4 pounds, 4 ounces, whatever you choose to call it. But this is a tag and glow stick. Y'all remember glow stick? This is a tag and glow stick. She's the only one left. Okay. Well, there's one more left, but I've got her up for sale. This is the one that I'm hanging on to. Number TG 474. Okay. Love this fur. Beautiful, gorgeous fur. Okay, she's got, I would like to have a little shorter ears on this young lady, but you know, hey, she's not a DQ for ears. Okay, she's doing okay. We'll shorten those ears up as time goes by, but for now, we're not going to let ears keep us from getting somebody to the show, okay? Now, she's nice and round in the hind quarter. See here? I wouldn't mind if she had a little bit more depth, but you know what? She's balanced good. Okay, see here? She's got her depth here, and you come up like this and see, you got her width, and it's matching her balance. Okay, matching her balance. It's matching her depth to give good balance. Okay, and that's what we want. You don't want them too high or too wide compared to their depth. You know, compared to the alternate dimension, I guess you'd call it. If they're this wide here, you want them to be this tall here. Okay, and I'm interested. I see she's a tad peaky right here, but you know what? Maybe she's just, I don't know. We'll see what the judge says about it. She's not pinched on her hind quarter. She's nice and round on the hind quarter, but I see hip bone right here, here and here. So she's just a tad peaky right there, and I don't really like that. But we'll see what the judge says. I think we're gonna I don't know exactly who will end up judging mini Rex at the upcoming show, but there are definitely some judges there that are more than capable of giving good comments on the mini Rex breed. But yeah, she's a little light. I wish she was nice and dark like this all the way down to the table. But we'll get opinions either way. So this young lady is going to go to the. This young lady I think is going to go to the show with us. So there's two. Did you get that number? Yes, I did. Okay. That mysterious voice that you can't put a face to, that's Becca. She's hiding behind the camera. Playing with her hair. Okay. Now what's going to happen, folks? I've got a pair here. Okay. I usually like to show a pair in a particular variety, so you've got does and bucks covered, but I'm not sure just exactly how I feel here about these. Okay, this is a little buck.
No, it's spam. Oh. Yeah.
Spam?
Or whatever.
I like spam on a sandwich.
I don't like spam calls though.
I like spam sandwiches. Okay, who we got here? Okay, this looks like a little buck. Okay. Now this little guy here. Okay, he's nice and deep. See them? See how the ears come even with his top line? But he peaks a little bit too far forward. Okay. But here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to do. In the blues, these are broken. I've also got a pair of solid blue. I'm not going to show all four of them. what I'm going to do is out of the 4, I'm going to pick a buck and a doe. Okay? It doesn't, and the ones that I don't pick, it doesn't mean they're any good. It just means that I like the other one better. Okay? So these are the 2 brokens. This is a little doe. Yeah, this is a doe. She is, see here. Okay. Now see, if you've watched previous videos where some of these guys were fighting me, these little guys and gals are getting to where they, here, sit right up here. Yeah, get around there. These little guys and gals are getting to where they are letting me work with them a little bit better. Okay, now this little doe, she's a little bit long in body. Okay. Little bit long in body, and I'm not really impressed with her. She's a little big. She's long in body. She'd make somebody a decent brood doe if they had a nice small buck. Well, similar to that buck right there, he's small compared to her. These 2 rabbits are the same age, and they're the same age, but she's a lot bigger than he is, and she's long-bodied. I mean, she's not. She's a little bit hollow right here in the loin. Okay, I'm not real happy about that. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here.
Nope, you're done with them.
I want you to put him right there. Yep. Take him. Take her. Now him, on the other hand, this little buck, come here, buddy. Yep, right up. There you go. Push right up there against my hand. That's the way we do it. Good boy. No, come here. No, keep your head right there. Come on. Yeah, tuck your feet up there. There we go. Now look at that. Okay, he still peaks a little bit early. I think it's because he's pushing back though. He's trying to, okay. Alright, anyway, there he is. I like him a lot better than I do that doe. Okay, so I'm going to leave him on the table, and we're going to put this one back. I think we have decided against this little broken doe. Right? I know you folks are about to say, Chuck, you've been holding out on us. Okay, now this is a little buck. Okay, hold on to that one. Now, come over here. There we go. Yeah, nope. Well, just take a look at that. What you think of that? Now, out of the 4 dilute rabbits that I'm showing you, I told you I had decided on the chocolate and the black. Of these 4 dilute, I haven't decided on them yet. But just between you and I, before the camera ever started rolling, I think I had pretty well decided I was going to go with this guy. Okay? Not the best time of the year for fur. But, no, quit it now. No, quit it now. There you go. Yep. See? Ears even with the top line. I like that. Okay? That's ears that are in balance with the body. Okay? When they're way up here, like we saw in some others, a lot of times that's when that judge is going to give you that fault for having ears that are just out of proportion with the rest of the body. But he's looking nice. Oh, don't know what you can see over here. I don't know if I had that foot set up right, but this little guy right here, I'm pretty sure he is going to be going to the show. Okay, and this is, now this too is a little doe. Okay, and again, any decisions that I make right here in front of you today is going to be entirely dependent upon what the scales tell us. If somebody seems for its age a little light, or if somebody seems a little heavy, this guy right here, I think he's going to be just fine, but there is a possibility he could be too heavy, so we have to double check that. You don't want to haul somebody 4 hours to a show. Now this little lady's a little long. Now see, to get that top line in this hind quarter, to get it looking right, You see how far forward her toes have to be? See, her toes are touching her elbow. Okay, way past her, and those toes are tucked way past her knee. Okay, so here's what you get. If you actually have those feet in the right place where they should be, even with the knee, there's that one, there's that one. See, you lose some depth. See how long she looks from here to here? That's when you get, see, that's how posing them incorrectly can actually make them, that's how posing them incorrectly can actually make a rabbit look better than what it actually is. Okay? That's not what you want, okay? Now if I take him, pull him back over here, okay? Come on, sit up here. Sit up here, buddy. Now see, his toes are right at the knees. Right where they're supposed to be. And see how nice and deep he is? See, nice peak and an arch, okay? And down to the hindquarter. This guy right here, he's gonna go to show. Alright? And so we'll put him back. Okay, and he is Blueberry Iris BI 571. BI 571. Blue buck. Oh, there's two out there.
Yeah, I got the blue and the broken blue. And the broken and the blue.
Okay. So the broken doe I put up, I'm not interested in taking her. The buck, the blue buck that I just took, I'm interested in taking him. Okay. Now we need to decide. I want two of them. Right, and this is a little buck. That's what I thought. This is a little doe. Okay. Now we need to decide between the two of them who we like. Okay, let's get his feet set. No, take it easy. Take it easy, little fat boy. Take it easy now. Calm down. Shh. He's a leaner. He wants to lean towards me. Hey, come on now. Settle down. Settle down. Shh. Here. Yeah. No, don't pull back. No, don't pull back. Let me take a big look at you. That's not how your feet go. Okay? No. Oh. A hole right there. I've dipped in it 3 times now. At least 2. Okay, alright. Come on. There you go. Sit up there. Sit up there. Okay, he's a bit long in the ears, but his top line looks good. He doesn't look too long. Okay. She looks. Here. Nope. That's a little doe. A little blue doe. Okay, well. Oh, she's small. She's small, but I like her. Let me look at her from this direction. Yep. 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 Yeah, she's just a bit long. She looks good, but she's just so long. So what do you think, sis?
Between this one and this one?
Yep. Here. Sit them up here. Sit them up here and you take a look.
You won't let me.
Let him push up against your hand. There you go. Hold him right there.
Okay.
Now let me take this one. Get his feet. Get his back feet set. Are they set? See, you can't take all day. He ain't gonna have the patience for that.
Come on. He looks good.
Yeah.
I think he looks good.
Okay.
I mean, this one?
Pick her up like this.
Okay.
Let her limbs hang down. Set her back down on the table. Hold your hand right. If she pushes up against your head a little bit, what do you think of her? What?
I mean, is her feet even sitting there?
Right here's where her toes are. On this side. What does that tell you?
No.
What does that tell you about her when her feet are tucked up like that?
She's really, really long.
She's really, really long. Exactly right. She could end up making somebody a brood doe if they had a short-bodied buck.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think in the dilutes, between the brokens and the solids, I think we're going to go with the bucks. Buck in both cases. We're going to go with this broken blue buck, and we're going to go with a solid blue buck. Okay.
Here, give me a second. Okay.
This is BI 573.
573. Blue, broken blue.
Okay. Now, how many you got on there?
4. 4 of the mini Ruffles.
What does BB? Broken
Broken
blue buck?
blue, yeah.
Chocolate doe, black doe,
I got lazy.
blue buck, broken blue buck. Okay. Well, that works out because we still got 2 bucks and 2 does, just not in the same colors.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is a doe. This is a buck.
Yeah, this is doe.
Let me put him away.
Okay.
Now this little guy, guess if I'd wait until I get in the camera frame. Now this little guy is older than all the rest of them. Okay. This is the aforementioned tag and iris buck, the one that carries blue that I have talked to you about. He is, hopefully, I haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but he is hopefully soon going to be a proven breeder. Not liking this rustiness here, but here is him. Okay, quit backing up here. You're not helping. Here. Stay here. They took them feet too far forward. See? He's just not, he's going to be able to do what I need him to do, but he's just a tad long through the midsection here. He's got a nice wide loin. His hindquarter is nice and rounded in the hindquarter. I like the thickness of these ears. Okay, this is just, he's tag made over. Okay. And what have you. So I don't think we're going to show him the way it stands right now. Well, there's Alley Cat. The way it stands right now, I don't think we're going to show him because he definitely needs some. Definitely needs some work in the fur department, and I just don't think he's going to be able to get that growth going in a week. Well, actually less than a week, 5 days. And so, the way it stands, I've got one blue doe around on the other side. Her name is Taffy, and we might can take a look at her. You want to run and get her, sis?
Yeah.
And we will take a look at her. And this little guy here, not saying he couldn't be shown, he's just not ready. Okay, but he is a bit long in body. But, you know, if you see the does that he's bred to, he is going to be breeding to Taffy, the doe that I'm about to show you. He has bred to Iris. Bred him back to Iris. Okay, so hopefully they're going to have some nice blues with some of this fur on them. Okay, it needs some work, but I'm getting nice Nice fur density and texture. I'm seeing a few white hairs, but luckily none that are, you know, they're not grouped to the point that they could be considered a spot and a disqualification. But anyway, I'm hoping he'll throw some nice blues and put some of this nice fur texture and density. But I'll tell you what I really like about this rabbit, okay? And I know you can't really tell this, okay? But I wish you could feel the muscle in these shoulders, okay? He is just a muscle-bound little stud here in the shoulders. I mean, look at that. Look at those shoulders, okay? And shoulders hasn't really been a big issue in the mini Rex for us. We have a lot of shoulder issues with the Red New Zealand, but this guy is just, okay, I haven't even really been looking close at shoulders because I wasn't dissatisfied with the shoulders on the rabbits we've had. But this guy is just impressing the far out of me, okay? He recently bred with Delilah. Delilah coming up next month. Hopefully we'll be giving birth to her first litter. And he's also going to be breeding with this young lady, which I can tell by looking at her, we're probably going to have to put her on the scale. Because I'm thinking she might be a bit too big. And that might be what I had in mind when I held on to her. Remember, she's a little bit wild. This is a Twix baby. You remember Twix was a big girl, and she's really long bodied, and you know Twix weighed over 5 pounds. But okay, take this body. Okay, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna have to duct tape this rabbit down. But look at this. Look at this loin. Okay, I want you to look at this. Okay. Look at this loin, okay, and it's all the way back, okay, she is not pinched, okay, look at this loin, all the way back into to the hind quarter, okay, stay right there, nope, see how rounded, see, she wants to push, no quit, pooping on my table, you nasty girl. See, she's nice and rounded in that hind quarter. Okay. A lot of people would say this looks hollow right here. I don't consider that hollow. Okay. There's too much muscle here. But I can't wait to get those shoulders on that little guy. He's small. Okay. He's 6 months old. He's a little guy. Okay. And mix his genetics with these genetics. See, this is Blueberry and Twix. Okay. From back in March, and this guy is Tag and Iris from February, okay, so he's a month older than she is, okay, and see how big she gets that from her mama. So we may have to put her on the scale, but I might consider taking her if she's within weight, but I think she's going to be a bit heavy. But if she's a bit heavy, we're going to go ahead and breed her to Tag and Iris and let her get started on being a mama. And then we'll have some babies out of Tag, out of this guy. This guy doesn't have a name yet.
Looks like she's probably building a nest.
Sorry, folks. We interrupt this program. Oh, she quit now. She sees us watching her. I want y'all to watch Sally. See what she's doing? I hadn't been able to confirm. Okay, she's going to lay down now. Well, you're just going to have to take my word for it then.
She put the entire hay, all that hay she had in the nest box.
We were just out here making this video here. Well, obviously you knew that because you were watching it, but let me put the camera back. Somebody just called it to my attention. Who was it? Was it you? Anyway, Mustang Sally is doing what we call hay stashing. Now, why do we call it hay stashing? Because she picks up the pieces of hay, they stick out the side of her mouth, and it looks like a mustache made out of hay. So we call it mustaching, or hay stashing. But what it is she's picking it up, she's taking it and putting it in her nest box. She's going to be a mama, okay? Hadn't been able to confirm that. And if that's right, I've never seen, okay, and I'm probably going to get 1,000 comments here as soon as I get through saying this. I've never seen a rabbit pick up hay like that and stash it in the nest box that way unless they were pregnant. Not even a rabbit that had a false pregnancy. I've seen them nudge it and roll hay, big blobs of hay off into a nest box or something, but most of the time they'll anyway, I'm just tickled because I think that makes me pretty well confident in the fact that Sally's going to be a mama. And if she is, that means that Ace is their daddy, and that just tickles me because that'll make him a proven buck at just shy of 6 months old, and it'll give us a chance to see what kind of babies he can throw, especially with a beautiful girl like Sally. Anyway, like I said, this is Taffy. This is the only doe left on the property, and I don't think there's a buck. I don't think there's a buck. This is the only rabbit left on the property, and I don't know how I let this happen. But this is the only rabbit possibly on the property that is a descendant of our red-eyed white doe twig. If she isn't too heavy, we might take her. I have also got a couple of rabbit. I have a couple in the house still with Jada. Well, they're not with Jada, but they're Jada's. That I kept them in the house because we started them off in there. And even though the weather's improving, I'm just afraid to put them back out here. Just cold turkey, you know, because we're still running a little bit of air inside, and it is still hot out here. So I've just kept them in there. Trust me, folks, if you've ever kept rabbits in the house for any length of time, trust me, I can't wait until we get these guys situated where we can get them all outside. Listen, you ain't going over there. You ain't going over there. Well, she's getting plumb wild, ain't she?
Yeah.
Anyway, she's been through enough, I guess. Go put her back. You can put him down here. This guy right here, he's not too bad. Don't have a name for this guy though yet. If any but y'all would like to make exception or make a suggestion, keep in mind a lot of times I know people have given name suggestions in the past. I can't have two bucks of the same breed with a name that starts with the same letter. For instance, I've got a blueberry. I can't have another rabbit, mini Rex buck that starts with a B. Got tag-along. I can't have another mini Rex buck that starts with a T. Okay? So, anyway, this guy here is not going to show, at least not now. But I think he is a step. I think he is a stepping stone to a lot of nice blues that we could show in the spring. Time will tell. We just have to be patient and find out. But this little guy here, like I say, them shoulders, man, I'd love to see them shoulders on some blues. But he's bred to Delilah right now. And who else? See, Delilah's a blueberry and Hershey. Taffy's a blueberry and Twix. He's going to be breeding. He has bred to Delilah. He's going to be breeding to Taffy. And we'll see what gives. What I was talking about, I've got a couple of young does. I've got a chocolate and a blue that are out of Jada. And I don't have those, you know, they're, like I said, they're in the house still. I don't have them to where I can have easy access to them. But they meet minimum weight for show as juniors. But they were just barely, they were like 2 pounds, 4 ounces. And I really think that they could be too small. And it'd probably just be a waste. But I might look at those two and see which I think is doing better of the two. growth wise, and I might go ahead and take them. The little buck out of that litter, he's sold. He's in fact, he's going to be, unless something changes and the owner notifies me otherwise, he's going to be picked up at Murfreesboro, Tennessee on Saturday. Okay, and if any of you guys are going to the show, Music City Rabbit Breeders Association show coming up this Saturday, folks, we're going to be there. Stop by and say hi. We'd love to meet you, shake your hand, give you a hug, whatever your preference is. You know, we love you guys, and you know, if you guys would like to take a rabbit home, I don't usually take extras, so I can't guarantee there's going to be any extra rabbits with us at the show, except those that have been bought and paid for. Then we will deliver them. So if you're interested in something, holler at me on Facebook, whatever, you know, save your transport fee, because we're going anyway. We could transport to Murfreesboro free of charge, and you can pick it up there. But I don't deliver to a rabbit show or anywhere else unless you pay me first for the rabbit on PayPal, because I want to know. I'm not taking it anywhere if I can't be guaranteed that it's sold. I just don't see any need. If I'm not showing the rabbit, I don't see any need in putting the rabbit through all that, taking them to a show, only to have to bring them back home. There's just no need. And if you know anything about rabbits, you know how easily they are stressed anyway. And I just don't want to do that unnecessarily, right? Right. So I think this is what we're doing as far as mini wrecks. And like I say, it's all subject to change, because we've got to get these guys on the scale. So at a later time, it's starting to get a little bit dark, and I hope it's getting close to supper time. We're gonna, you can tell I'm about to starve, right? Right, Allie?
I do.
You're about to starve?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, well, that means, hey, we're starving, folks. That means we got to stop the camera. But we're going to come at you in a day or two, and we're going to check it out. We're going to check out some New Zealands. Folks, we've got some New Zealands you haven't seen yet, some red New Zealands that you haven't seen yet, and we've got some babies that we're going to look at again, and we're going to make our final cuts and let you know who's going to the show this weekend and showing in the New Zealand red category. All right? So from this little guy who doesn't have a name yet. What's your name?
Allie.
Oh, okay. Are you sure your name's Allie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. From me, this little guy, Allie. Becca's hiding back there behind the camera. Yeah, there she is. Y'all have a great day. God bless.